Hello, BookTube.
Hey.
I can't do it. So tonight, or today, it's going to be today right now, we're going to be doing our March Mystery Madness mid-month meeting.
Yeah. This is the update for March Mystery Madness.
we are the bookish Bryants, and we like alliteration.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, first off, is we're going to start with our, what we've read, our sort of reviews of what we've read. You know, what we've liked, what we haven't.
How far we've gotten in our TBRs.
Yeah, how far we've gotten in the TBRs. Our TBRs are probably going to expand throughout the month because Becky's almost done. I've got 6 prompts done out of the 9. So yeah, we're going to be done pretty quick. So we'll throw in a bunch more mysteries before the month's out.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and another thing we're going to do sometime during this video, we haven't decided when, but we're gonna do a giveaway.
Yeah, we're going to be giving away a couple of cozy mysteries sometime during this video.
Don't show them right now. We're going to make people wait.
I'm not going to. I just don't know where I know where I put them. Never mind.
Okay.
Well,
and we'll explain how you get in the drawing and all that stuff. So, yeah.
So,
I'll let you start.
Okay. So, I'm going to start with... I threw one on the floor. I'm going to start with 3 books because they're all part of the same series. But the first book I read this month was the, well, it wasn't the first book. It's one of the books I read. It's Borrower of the Night by Elizabeth Peters.
She said it. Borrower.
Yeah, when I don't think about it, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I actually read 3 books in this series, and I really enjoyed them. They're a lot grittier than most cozy mysteries, but they were written in the 70s. And they're about an Egyptologist, and this book is not really so much a murder mystery. It's a treasure hunt, and I enjoyed it from beginning to end. The main character, she's funny. The main character, she's very funny.
What prompted that? That'd have been person.
This would have been Time.
It wasn't the first one you read this month.
No, it wasn't the first one. It was one of the first ones I read this month.
Okay.
No, the first one I read this month was later.
Time. Yeah, that also could have worked for person. But.
Night was, I chose this as Time.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it fit because I wanted to read the second one.
Are you going to get the first 3 out of the way? You can go ahead and show
Should I go ahead and do that? Okay.
Yeah.
So I read the first 3 books of the Vicky Bliss series by Elizabeth Peters because the first 3 all fit a prompt. Actually, the first 4 do, but I only read the first 3. The second one is The Street of the 5 Moons. And this is the space prompt that I used.
I would actually use that as a number prompt because you got another space prompt.
Yeah, I do have another space prompt?
Yeah. We'll get to it.
I've already got a number prompt, though. I'm starting it tonight.
Okay, well, it can fit either.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I like that it has moons in it. And it's a very, very cool cover. Even though The Street of the 5 Moons played a very, very small part in this book.
Really cool cover.
Still a really cool cover.
Yeah, did you like them?
I loved them.
Well, you can talk about them when you show the third one there.
I loved them. Like I said, these don't follow the normal cozy mystery formula. You know, normally cozy mysteries have a good strong thread of romance in them, and they have a very light, not exactly light. It's an untraumatic death in them as a general rule.
Yeah. These
don't really have much death in them. And the romance is just non-existent because, like, one of the very first sentences of this series was she had decided long ago that she was never going to get married just because it wasn't for her. But yeah, I like Vicky Bliss. And the third one is A Silhouette in Scarlet. And again, it's a treasure hunt with just a little bit of danger in it.
Color prompt.
And it's the color prompt. So good. This one was not quite as exciting and titillating as the first 2, but it was still very good. They're consistently fun.
Cool. So I'll start with my first one, and
I have to get my
it
book
was. Oh, okay. It wasn't part of the same series, was it?
No.
Okay. And it was a surprisingly, well, actually, when you know Matt, though, it's not really surprising that it's good, because the guy knows what he's talking about. But it's Dead Dame Walking, a Hank Bradshaw mystery, and this reminds me a lot of the pulps from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. But Hank Bradshaw is quite a bit different than the hard-boiled detectives of the original pulp books. I like Hank Bradshaw a lot. This was a really cool book, and I think these kind of books are missing in today's in today's literature. I think they need to bring them back, and Matt's doing a good job with doing that. I look forward to reading the best of them, or the rest of them, but that's the only one I've read so far. I've got his short stories to read, and I've also got the third book of this series to read as well. So I look forward to that.
Yeah, I haven't read that one yet.
Nope.
The way he described the main character sounded to me like Sidney Greenstreet.
Yeah, well, no.
No?
Only at first.
Oh, really?
and then he became way different, yeah. But through a lot of this book, I was reading it to Becky because it is so funny. It's really, really funny, and I like him a lot.
It has that Matt Wall humor, if you've seen his videos. He's the paperback junkie.
Yeah.
Matt is.
Matt at the Paperback Junkie. He's got a great channel.
He's one of the hosts, and he's hysterical.
Yeah. Another one I read, the second one I read was Death by Dumpling.
I read this one too.
Yep, by Vivian Chen. This was really good. This was a fun, cozy mystery. It was the second ever cozy I read. Now, it was really cozy.
It was extremely cozy, yes.
Yeah, and
it was a debut novel.
I didn't like it as well as the one I'm reading now, which I'll go ahead and show you. I liked it, but I like this one a whole lot more. Death on Tap by L.A. Alexander. Now, that is a good book, though. Death by Dumpling is good, and it's it was surprisingly good considering it's a debut.
Yeah, it's a debut novel.
And it was really good. And I think she's up to 6 in that series now. 6 or 7.
Are there? I think so.
I think so. Yeah. And so
there will be 6 at the end of this year.
I am going to read more of them. I look forward to reading more of them. But it was good. It was just really, really cozy, which surprised me. But Death on Tap's what I'm reading right now, L.A. Alexander. And we're having an interview with L.A. Alexander on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to her at 6:30 on Tuesday.
6:30,
yeah,
on 6:30 Eastern on our channel here. So don't miss that. That's going to be pretty cool.
It'll be live, and you can ask questions.
It's our first author interview, and we got L.A. Alexander to be our first author interview. She's very popular in the cozy mystery community. But I will tell you, this is a little less cozy, and I love that.
Death on Tap has a little bit of a grittier feel to it than most cozies, and that's a really big draw to me. It's not quite as happy.
Yep. And I'll go one more. And I just finished. Well, I finished this a couple weeks ago, but Devil in a Blue Dress, and this was one of my favorites of the month so far. And Becky and I just finished watching the movie just a few minutes ago, actually.
Yeah, not half an hour ago. We finished watching the movie, and it's great.
Yeah, it is a great movie.
It's so good.
It's almost as good as the book. Like, seriously. Denzel Washington was great in it. Don Cheadle was excellent.
Don Cheadle was kind of worrisome.
And Tom Sizemore, really good.
Speaking of Tom Sizemore, that's a great segue into my next book.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Are you done talking about Easy Rollings? Or did I just jump all into you?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So I've read a lot of books this month, but I got a hold of Audible, not Audible. Well, yeah, on Audible and Scribd and Libby, and I've jumped back into the Pendergast series by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child, and over the last two weeks, I've read or listened to, come on you, Dance of Death, and...
Now explain what you meant by, speaking of...
The Book of the Dead.
Tom
Okay.
Sizemore.
All right. The Wheel of Darkness, which has something interesting too, and Cemetery Dance. If any of you have ever seen the movie Relic, it's based on the very first Pendergast novel.
Yep.
But it didn't have Pendergast in it, did
Pendergast
it?
was barely in it. He was in it, but just barely.
Oh, that is a travesty.
Yeah.
But anyway, the guy who played Vinny DaGosta, who is a cop, a detective who runs all through these books so far, was Tom Sizemore. And now whenever I think of DaGosta in the books, I think of Tom Sizemore. But we were actually talking the other night on Noah's live stream about mandalas.
Yeah.
And about how they're used in some teachings for focus. And there's a very strong mandala reference in this book.
You need to show the cover again. You missed part of the title. There you go.
It's a very cool book. Loads of fun. But Pendergast is just one of the coolest characters ever.
He really is. Yep.
Anyway, I've done 4 books now. You want
Okay,
to do one?
yeah. Okay.
I'll try not to cut you off this time in my excitement.
The next one I read was The Dry, which I used for the weather prompt, by Jane Harper. This is a book that takes... It is an Australian book. It's an Australian writer, and it all takes place in an Australia that is in a severe drought.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but it is awesome. It's about a man who kills his family, just goes crazy and kills his family, and they think it may be for financial reasons, but they're not 100% sure. And then the question is, did he kill his family, or was it done by somebody else?
Oh, goodness.
It's excellent. I look forward to the rest of the series. This is a debut novel. I looked it up. This is a debut novel, and an extremely impressive one. Just like the Vivian Chen book, it's extremely impressive. And my next one that I finished one more so far, and it's A Sign of Four. It's in the Sherlock Holmes book. I didn't read it in this. I read it on my Kindle.
Yeah, that's a face breaker right there.
Yeah, but it's really good. Let me see if there's anything else.
I'd drop that on my head and die.
She really wouldn't, but
I would.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We finished this one. We actually listened to this on an audiobook. It was okay. I know a whole lot of people really love this book, and I think it's got a lot to do with a certain toxin that they're talking about in the book. But when you have studied these certain toxins as much as we have, and they get the science wrong, then we have an issue with it. And they got the science way wrong in this book.
And that error traveled all the way through the book.
It did.
So we were a little frustrated, and it got really slow.
Now, if you
towards the center,
if you listened to or read this book and you're wondering what the issue is, email us or we can tell you in the comments. Just we're not going to do it on this video because it contains spoilers. So we're not going to do that. But if you want to know, just ask.
We do not spoil Agatha Christie novels.
No, we don't. But the solution was cool. I didn't like the side characters. They were just kind of boring, and just not what I look for in Agatha Christie side characters at all. So it was not what I'd hoped. I've
actually jumped on 2 Agatha Christie novels this year: The Death in the Clouds, or this month, yeah, and Curtain. This is actually Poirot's...
Oh, you finished that, didn't you?
I did. This was the first book I read this month. It's Poirot's last case. And boy, was it surprising. It had a surprise ending that had me freaked out for like the last 20 pages. It's crazy. really, really good. And I was actually kind of worried about it because, again, it's Poirot's last case. It was like number 30.
Yeah.
In the list. So I always get leery when you get to that far into a series.
And that was your single prompt.
Yeah, that was my single word.
I haven't done my single prompt yet. Mine is Nemesis.
By Agatha
Christie. Yeah, which is a Miss Marple novel, and I'm excited about it. Death in the Clouds was our space prompt, but we each have another space prompt to do. Yeah. Or you've already done yours.
Yeah.
But I have a Star Trek mystery to do for my space prompt, and I got that too. I'm not sure which one I'm going to read.
You have to read Bimbos of the Death Star.
But reading a Star Trek book, finding the only Star Trek book that is going to fit the prompt of March Mystery Madness.
That's true.
Read
them both.
I might read them both.
I mean,
I probably will.
Bimbos of the Death Star.
Yeah, that book is small.
It's little bitty, and it's the winner of the Edgar Award, and it's hysterical.
I'll read it. I'll read that and the Star Trek book. I'm going to have plenty of time.
Okay.
I only need 3 more prompts, I think.
I need 2 more. So, are you done with your?
Yeah, I'm done. No, I got 1 more. So go ahead.
You want me to do both of mine or just one more?
Yeah, just do them both.
All right. So I've read 1 Ruth Ware novel this month, and it was In a Dark, Dark Wood. Very good. Not quite as good as the other 2 I've read by her, One by One and The Death of Miss Westaway. But still extremely good. You could tell it had some rough spots, and this is one of her earlier books.
It's a debut book, I think. I think
is
it's
it her debut?
Yeah, I believe so.
But it's definitely one of her earlier books. But
it's a debut.
A little, it was a little rocky in places, but still really good.
Okay.
I haven't come across a Ruth where I've disliked.
Yeah.
I'm one of the 2 books that I have left is another Ruth Ware, is The Woman in Cabin 10. And the other one I read was Snow White Red-Handed by Maya Chance.
Yep. Okay.
And I have mixed feelings about this. There's a character in this book.
It's stupid.
That is criminally stupid. Terminally stupid, maybe. It almost gets her and everybody she knows killed. And
yeah, it bothers me when an author has to lean on a stupid act in order to make their plot move along.
Yeah, and that it was so clunky. Some of the stupid things this character did.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to strangle her, chuck her off the cliff, but the last 40 pages of the book were really good, and they really kept my attention, and I was really excited about where it was going. So it kind of made up for stupid. Kinda. I will read the second book.
I would never read the second book of something that really pissed me off that bad.
I know. I'm a glutton for punishment, but I read the short blurb at the end from the next book, and it sounds really interesting.
So the last one I've got to show is the one I'm reading now, and it's one of them I'm reading now. I'm reading 2. I read this. No, I'm actually kind of reading this on my Kindle and in the hardcover. Just depends on where I am. Is it dark? Is it light?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reading Hour of the Hunter by J.A. Jance. This is a library copy. It's a large print copy.
They ain't joking.
But let me tell you.
It adds about 300 pages to the book.
No, it adds about 120 pages to the book. But this book is long. Whether it's a large print or not, this book is long. I am enjoying it a lot. I like the the Native American aspects of it and stuff like that. I like the time period it's taking place in, which I believe is 1975. And I'm really enjoying it. It is a great book. It was recommended by Elizabeth at Lizzie Faye Loves Books, and I'm really enjoying this book. I'm glad she recommended it. I wish it was 100 pages shorter. That's the only thing I have against it. It'd have been better at 400 than at 550. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and that's the last book I have. But now we're going to get to something else.
We're going to do a giveaway.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be giving away is these two lovely books. So Death in the Budapest Butterfly.
Yep.
And Death of a Wandering Wolf by Julia Buckley. These are...
They're two of your favorites.
They're two of my very favorite... It's one of my very favorite Cozy Sister series.
And these are the only two that are out right now.
And these are the only two that are out right now. I'm dying for the third one.
Comes out June 1st.
Yay.
Yep.
But I want to share this with somebody. Somebody has to read this so that they can talk about it with me.
Now we have two caveats.
Yes. Caveat?
I don't know.
Caveat? I don't know.
I don't know. But we have
two rules.
Two rules. One is after you read them, you have to put up a review somewhere. Whether that's Amazon, we'd prefer you do it on Goodreads, or somewhere like that. Just put up a review somewhere. The other one is you have to leave a comment in this video of your one favorite mystery novel. Yep. If you put two, you're disqualified. We are requiring you to put in one book, not a series.
That'd mess me up, man.
One book that is your favorite mystery novel. It can be part of a series, but you cannot put a series down, or you're disqualified from getting these books. Mm-hmm.
And next Saturday we will. We'll choose from the people who put up their favorite mystery book.
What's the date from Saturday? Let's see. Tuesday's the 16th. That would make it
next
21st.
Sunday. No, it's the 20th. Today's the 14th.
Then it'd be the 21st.
Next Sunday
20th.
Will be the 21st. It'll be the 20th.
Okay. So the 20th.
Yeah. So on the 20th, we'll choose from everybody who put their one mystery author. One mystery book.
Yep, and we will just draw a name.
Yeah, we'll draw a name and we'll send these to you.
But if you put in more than one if you put in more than one mystery, we won't even put your name in to be drawn. So you've got to put in one mystery.
It's asking a lot from booktubers. I know. But no, there's one more rule. You have to talk about these with me.
Okay.
I need somebody else to read these so that we can gush over them because I love them so much.
So I guess that's it.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have 2 books left. You have 3, right?
Yeah.
In the March Mystery Madness.
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3. I've got 3. 4.
We're getting there.
Something like that.
Pretty soon, I'm going to have freedom to read willy-nilly whatever mysteries I want and get off of my TBR.
Yeah. You can actually do that as soon as you finish your TBR. You can just read mysteries just to keep going. Yeah. Yeah,
we were going through our my wall of cozies the other day, and I discovered several that I'm really, really still excited about.
Yeah, she
so I need
read
to jump
yet.
on them.
Yep.
But anyway, that's it for right now.
We'll be making another video.
Yeah, we'll be making a tag here in a minute.
Yep.
Everybody have a good evening.